Hello, everyone, and welcome to the greatest the Great Departed. What the? Huh? What is going on? No, the greatest show ever.
End of the century great exhibition of London. Surely there is not a soul who has failed to hear of it.
Hey, I've been hyping out for 2 freaking games, dude. Come on.
Wondrous new works of culture and industry from every corner of the globe had converged on Hyde Park, welcoming over 50 million visitors. The last great hurrah of this century. Astonished and delighted people of all nations, and ended on a note of resounding success. But as regards to the terrible catastrophe that occurred during the festivities, very few are aware my friend Mr. JohneAwesome had a hand in unraveling the matter. For from the shadows, it was he who earnestly unearthed the facts of the case.
What happened? It's gonna be some oh my God!
The centerpiece of the great exhibition, which rose high into the skies of Hyde Park. Sholmes's brilliant deductions, as clear and lofty as the Crystal Tower itself, brought the truth to light.
You know, when the Crystal Tower's involved, regardless of video game, something bad's gonna happen. Oh, dumb. Oh, no. Whoa.
We're here at the showground of the Great Exhibition,
which
is absolutely packed with people. The weather is unusually fine, and we're about to witness a most extraordinary scientific experiment.
Oh, I guess this is the radio? Huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, the 20th century will see steam engines and electrical power dominate the world.
This guy looks like he's from a different, like, timeline. Hello?
Horse-drawn carts will give way to the motor car. Ships will sprout wings and take to the skies.
Oh, he's 1 for 1.
Today, we showcase even more advanced technology. A glimpse into the future. A world first. A demonstration of my super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine!
You lost me on this one. A kinesis machine? Dude, what are you doing?
A man will literally be disassembled by a pulse of high voltage electricity and beamed to another location.
Oh my God. Homie.
Whereupon his body will be reassembled by a series of complex calculations exactly as it was before.
This has got to be a joke, right? Like this is a magic show, right? This dude's toast. I'll surely survive, no doubt about it. I do like these new cutscenes, though. The animated ones are good too. But look at that.
In but a few moments from now.
There's benefits to keyframe animation too.
This gentleman will, in the blink of an eye, complete an incredible journey through the air. To arrive an instant later on the Crystal Tower behind you!
I really hope this guy's not the culprit, because he's killing me. Oh my God. But I feel like he's about to kill someone else in a matter of moments. Yeah, I can't say I'm shocked. I mean, he's about to be shocked. I'll stop. Well then, I guess we have a lot of eyewitnesses this time, so that's good. Here we are back in the Sholmes suite.
Bruno, are you listening?
Sorry, Iris, I was spacing out.
What's the matter with you? You've been miles away all morning. Didn't you like what I cooked for breakfast?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. I mean, I did. What were we talking about again?
Today's paper. It's full of news about the Great Exhibition again.
Oh, yes. The Great Exhibition. I'd like to go sometime. I guess, I'm not really busy with any court cases. Wait, I just realized we still don't know why Naruhodo is barred from the courtroom. Or do we? Is it actually the trolley incident? Like, we have all those fines. Oh goodness, Iris, you're so pouty. Why?
You're really not your usual self today. You seem very down. Don't you agree, Hurley?
I guess it's contagious. Did you say something, Iris? Sounds a little like Van Zeke's.
Oh gosh, you're even more down.
Today's a good day to die. What? What the? When did you arrive, Mr. Naruhodo? You nearly scared me half to death, you blackguard. I've been here for about half an hour already. We've been roommates for months. We just had breakfast together. Ah, what? Why didn't you mention it before? I thought I went without saying. Thought you might have known I was here because, you know, you said, pass me the salt, Naruhodo. You said it just like that. Iris is quite right. You're clearly lacking in vim. So much so I didn't notice your presence. Camouflage you are. Okay, I don't know what do you want me to do about it? Of course, I could deduce the reason perfectly well with some simple observations. Really? Let's see. Yes. For example, your tousled hair this morning, with all its unruly spikes. It's always like that. Clearly, it can be deduced. Therefore, that. Let me stop you right there, Sholmes, because I think I can see where this is already going. My hair, it always has that spike. You know this. You should know this. Why are you like this? Lack of REM sleep cycles, I'd guess. Ever since we first met, in fact, I've been the same. Oh, really? How interesting. I just don't look... It just doesn't look like a haircut as such, I suppose. What the... Just doesn't look like a haircut as such. Is that a burn or not? I don't even know. He's laughing like it is. Freaking... Ugh. It crossed my mind recently. It's been 6 months now. Wow, so fast.
6 months?
Since I was forbidden from working in court. Oh, this will be brought up. So I've been wondering how much longer I'm going to be banned.
Oh. Well, that would explain why you seem so glum. Don't you agree, Hurley?
When my friends are down, I am down. It's just not right. Did you say something, Iris? He's back to moping. I kind of like, I miss him when he's happy and silly. I won't lie. What's the matter with Mr. Sholmes today? He seems even more down in the dumps than me, which is surprising. Oh, pouty and blushy again.
I know, and the great exhibition has opened. You'd think he'd be more excited. Oh, why don't we all go see it together?
I want to! Of course I do, but I can't. Not for the time being. Why's that? Why not? Why not? Because I'm a great detective, after all. So you're embroiled in some case and you can't be distracted from it? I get that. Understandable. Sometimes you gotta, say, hey, no to fun.
I don't remember hearing you've been working on a case, though, Hurley.
I suppose I should try to find out more what's going on? He clearly wants us to ask him about it. Honestly, Sholmes being a butthole, though. Can I just... Nope, we can't look and talk to Iris. God dang it. Event 6 months ago. Okay, please just answer this one mystery. What happened? I'm willing to bet it's the trolley. Half a year ago now, I almost dropped my controllers. I took on the defense of a young girl in a trial headed at the Old Bailey. What at first seemed like a simple case of murder. It took place at a London pawnbrokery. R.I.P. that guy. God dang it. Turned out to be one part of a much more far-reaching plot that involved the British government. During the course of the trial, it was found that I made an unfavorable, yet at the same time unforgivable mistake. Which was... Oh, right, playing the record? World's fame, the situation is utterly deplorable. Mr. Naruhodo. Yeah? What'd I do? I would decide upon your fate following the conclusion of this trial. Of course, my lord. But it escapes me. What the heck? In the end, I had my right to represent people in court revoked. I was told I had to spend my time in research and study. And that's what I've been doing.
You have, haven't you, Bruno? Reading all those big fat tomes in British law up in your room? And the notes of Sholmes' old cases?
Brewing Iris' special blends of tea. Fetching my daily bread for me. You've become something of a manservant around here. Start on the silverware next, Mr. Naruhodo. You are such a...
Yes, master. Yes, would you like to go, master?
I'm thinking of going to take the powers that be to reconsider. Specifically, Lord Strongheart at the British Supreme Court of Whitehall.
Along Strongheart? Oh.
The delightful Lord Chief Justice. Not my favorite fellow. Yeah, it's kind of not mine either. It's kind of a... I don't know what to make of him. He's the man I have to talk to. He's the only one who can grant permission for me to start working in courts again. I came to Britain to become the best lawyer I could. I can't do that just sitting around here. So... But man, frick, I'm gonna have to watch my own video to find out what the frick happened. And I'm back, more or less, by playing the disc, which, you know, we had to do to get Gina the non-guilty verdict. The government doesn't like us very much, so we're banned from court. Which, you know, I kind of get. Is there anything we do, Mr. Strongheart, for you to reconsider? We'll never leak public government secrets ever again, you know? Oh man, do we even have the money to go to the Great Exhibition? We haven't worked in like months. 6 months to be exact. The whole of London has been swept up in this Great Exhibition, hasn't it? The most advanced science, the most modern technology, the finest work of art, and feats of engineering. You sound like a commercial. For the next 6 months, our capital will be showcasing these things, and the world will be watching. Does sound rather fun. Oh, goodness.
Do you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to look down on London with those lovely balloons.
Oh, goodness. Look, oh, you mean those things? Fly? Balloons?
Yes, of course. They fly high in the sky and don't even need wings to do it. All you need is hot air.
How does hot air have anything to do with flying? It makes no sense. Iris, explain to me in excruciating detail.
Well, all right, here's the schematics for one.
Just has it on hand.
I'm a big fan.
I can't understand at all. These blueprints, they don't make any... Which way is north? What am I even looking at?
That's true. A lot of the new scientific discoveries, most people can't understand them at first. But in 100 years' time, all these things will just be common knowledge.
Kind of true. Dang, what inventions like that now? I guess it would just be, you know, the latest boogeyman, which I don't want to bring up in the video because people are kind of iffy on it, but, you know, large language models are pretty, you know, interesting. Like, genuinely, they can do a lot of good. And I hope one day we reach that point. But, yeah, back to the Great Exhibit. I suppose they might be.
Mind you, some of the science being demonstrated seems very questionable. Something went wrong on the open experimentation stage yesterday, apparently. There was a huge explosion. Still, I wish I'd seen it, though. I'd love to see how bad some of these scam experiments really are.
Scam experiments? Says the innocent 10-year-old girl. Oh, goodness. Really just oblivious to some of the evils of the world. But at the same time, she's not. Iris is one of a kind.
Johnny, we get it. Shut up. Ah!
See here. Every page of this paper carries some article about the Great Exhibition. But the brighter things shine, the darker the shadows are cast behind them. Yes, I find myself drawn to the darkness, to the impenetrable. That is my proper atmosphere. No, don't say that. Thanks for the newspaper, though. You'd like to read, don't you? By the way, about my bread. Shadow cast behind. Is that a metaphorical way of referring to the back page of the newspaper? I guess it could be. That, a little bit of a stretch. What the dump? Compatriot cornered? Who the heck is this? So many glowing reports about the Great Exhibition and everything that's going on. Other than this rather gloomy-looking one at the last, in the back.
What's the matter, Runo?
Who the dump? The Reaper attacked? That's Lord Van Zeeks! This must be what Sholmes was talking about. I guess that's what... Yeah, why he can't feel like he can take a day off and go to the Great Exhibition. Does he know any more than I wonder? What the heck? Also, someone lost their kitty? No, that sucks. Oh, well, freaking not gonna know about it. Anyway, get to that in a bit. Your gloomy mood. Whatever could be the cause. I'm just so curious. Are you investigating a particularly tricky case, Mr. Sholmes, at the moment?
You could say that, I suppose.
Nothing more to add. Very close to the chest. It's not like you. What sort of case is it?
Shh! Quiet, Mr. Naruto. We must not discuss it here. You never know who might be listening.
Oh, goodness, you're acting very strangely, Hurley. Even more than usual.
What do you mean, Iris?
Well, usually. The more mysterious and complicated a case is, the better Hurley's mood.
Ah! You got me.
It is rarely a case that's bothering you.
Yeah, Iris, please. You mustn't exercise your astute powers of observation and deduction on me without invitation. It's very rude. Remember what I always say, put yourself in the shoes of the individual on which whom you're making deductions.
God, that's a mouthful. I don't think that'll catch on, Mr. Sholmes.
Never mind that. Once I've had a cup of tea, I must make my way at once to the crime scene.
Wait, you're falling asleep again? What? Sholmes, you're scaring me. Oh, he was sighing. That's good enough, I guess. Okay, so the Reaper attacks. It's not much of a secret if it's already in the newspaper, Sholmes. It says in the paper Lord Van Zeek's been attacked. That's terrible. They got a really cool picture of it, though. Was that his attacker? I don't understand.
You know the legend of the Reaper of the Bailey, of course, don't you? Only too well, in fact. In fact, why'd I even ask? You're well aware.
Yeah, we've met a couple of times. At first, I was kind of bummed he's like the only prosecutor, but even at this point, there's just so much mystery about him. Well, so I don't know. He's fine, I guess. I like doing his voice. Usually, if the character's voice is fun to do, I like him. Think about it. Lot of Heart, Pearls, Lord Van Zeeks, Greggy. You know, it's like, I'm a simple man. They say that the Reaper, the prosecution. Oh my God, no, there's no salvation for those in the dock. We've heard this a billion times. We've seen it a billion times. And we've seen him a billion times. Once the Reaper has set his eyes on someone, when we're aware that the person, his time left on Earth will be short.
London's finest rogues always find ways around the law. They'll stop at nothing to secure an acquittal at trial, falsifying evidence, paying sham witnesses, threatening jurors, bribing judges. But even such devious tactics as these cannot save from the hands of the Reaper. As you've experienced yourself, haven't you, Mr. Naruto?
That's right. I mean, if he really is, by some fantastical way, that's not a great word for it, but if he is doing vigilante justice somehow, because think about it, Gina, acquitted. She's behind bars right now, I think, so like she's safe. Natsumi's safe. Pretty much everybody except Magnus McGilded. So I don't know if it's him or not. That's just my personal theory anyway. Sorry, Sholmes, I went on a tangent. I do that sometimes. I've seen the Reaper's retribution at work.
Many of these criminal rogues are reckless and quite unafraid to die. If a leader among the fraternity is seen to have been taken by the Reaper, retaliation like this does occur.
What?
Really, the capital has a never-ending supply of such scoundrels.
So, do you mean he gets attacked often? Like, this isn't the first time?
He is quite an accomplished combatant, you know. He doesn't take these attacks lying down. Although, seems his assailants were armed with guns this time.
You're joking. Oh my gosh. They killed him?
My dear fellow, how on earth would I know?
The article here says, as to what of Lord Van Zeeks and his condition, all will be revealed in tomorrow morning's edition.
I see. Well, we shall have to order another copy. No, we should probably just go see him. Oh, right. We should do that. We'll have to be patient.
No! We can't wait until tomorrow. I mean, why does Naruto care? He's kind of awful. Well, except that Soseki Natsumi trial. He was actually very helpful. He's a very fickle one, isn't he?
In that case, you're sure to inquire about somebody in the know.
But who? I don't know him. You do. Can you... Wait, Lord Strongheart? Well, we're going there anyways. Okay. Oh, you got changed fast. I guess it kind of goes over your already existing clothes. Kind of handy.
Well, I must be leaving now.
Understood. See you later, Mr. Sholmes. And Godspeed.
You really are a shameless liar sometimes, my dear fellow.
What? Because I wished you well? What?
You seek to pull me off my guard and follow me, don't you? Well, you'll be wasting your time.
I also have things to do. In case you haven't noticed. I thought it hadn't crossed my mind, but now I'm wondering where you're going.
Well then, see you later indeed.
Oh, goodness. He's still laughing on his way out the door. Oh! Is this a new outfit or am I What is this? What is this? What is that hat? What the? No, I've never seen this before. It looks like the hat has a nose. Look at the little button heart nose. Oh my God.
All right then, Bruno. Let's get going.
Oh, Iris, what are you wearing?
I've got chains to be the great exhibition. You're going to take me.
I was actually going to Supreme Court.
Oh, well, that sounds fun, too. You're going to take me there, then?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Just don't fire. I come in peace. Just lower the weapon, would you? All right, fine.
Of course. And after the Supreme Court, then we go to see the great exhibition.
It's a packed day for us. Oh, man, it doesn't feel the same without Sasato, though. I guess she's kind of filling in. Iris, that is.
Shall I make for breakfast tomorrow? Why don't I surprise you, Bruno?
I don't know. Can we have, like, deviled eggs? Do they have that in Britain? I like them. You know, it's a weird combo, but, you know, you get a really sweet pickle on it. Oh, I guess it's more of a southern thing, though. But here we are. Yeah, this place. It's been a while, actually. It's been 6 months since I was last here. Some things never change. A sense of foreboding I always seem to feel in this place. Such a cute thing to do.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just reading some reading.
Doesn't seem to bother Iris, though.
Oh, I love this place. I always find so many interesting books here.
You really should ask if you could read, though. I'm sure it's fine. I was forgetting you've been here before. The time we came 6 months ago. Right, in that last trial. Susato was given the news she was to return to Japan. This very place. By Strongheart.
I understand you wish to speak with me.
Is that the voice? Pretty sure that's the voice. Lord Strongheart! I trust you've been keeping well, right?
Let's see. Since you arrived and requested an audience, it's been 4 hours, 32 minutes, and 26 seconds. I've kept you waiting a while. My apologies.
Oh, no, not at all. Like, I like nothing more than standing around and staring into space. It's really a hobby of mine.
Good to know. Didn't ask, though.
Good to know that doesn't appear to bother him. Male Strongheart, Lord Chief Justice of London. This man allowed to start practicing a defense lawyer when I arrived in Great. And he also put me on the case when McGill did. You need only savor the air for the moment in his grand office to understand his preeminent status. And it's not that big a deal, right? Come on.
As you will be aware, the Great Exhibition of London is now underway at last. We're extremely busy as a result. Policing the grounds, guarding the new technologies, dealing with petty crime. And furthermore, as of next month, we shall open the International Forensic Science Symposium.
I have not heard about that before. Oh, goodness. I would like to attend, I guess.
Investigating authorities from 40 countries around the globe will be taking part, including from your own land.
You don't say.
Forensic science is the future! The world must embrace it!
Ow, my ears are ringing.
And we're hosting the nation. I have much to do. And in my highest priority, if others must wait for my attention as a result, then so be it.
Well, it's nice to know where I stand. At least he's not saving face. That can be kind in a way. Not really.
So you wish to consult with me? Of course. I can very well imagine what this is about.
Well, thanks for agreeing to meet with me, sir. I want to be allowed to start working again. Please. I'll never leak government secrets again, please. That's what brought me here today. But actually, there's something else playing on my mind. Eh?
Bruno, just take a deep breath and come out with it.
Thanks for the pep talk. What else do we have to talk about here? Also, I want to mess around.
Oh, I've just got a great idea.
What's that?
We could hide inside the suit of armor and spy on the Fob Watchmaster to find out what he's really like.
Don't have much interest in what Lord Strongheart is really like, though. I just want to work again and feed myself.
Oh, please, it'd be so much fun. You could be inside the left one and I'll be inside the right.
Oh god, that sounds so fun. I really want to have a go in a suit of armor, don't you?
You're not making fun of me because I'm a child, are you? Wait, what?
You really want to have a go in a suit of armor? Okay, we're poking fun at her for doing something seemingly childish. Wasn't making fun of you at all. I'd like to have a go too, honestly. But now's not the time, I guess. Could read all these books, even if you were reincarnated 3 times over. As a bookworm.
I know. So much reading material. I'm very envious. I've really been running out of things to read recently.
It's because you read so fast, Iris.
Perhaps a little by little. I could swap some of the books here with some of mine from home. He'd surely never notice them.
I don't see why not. No one would notice, or at least I wouldn't, if I was reincarnated 3 times as a librarian. So random. Oh my goodness. Lord, you know I'm waiting! Oh, right. I just, I can't miss any optional dialogue, can I? When you look at that, there's no mistaking Lord Strongheart's authorities here.
But the light from the window behind is far too bright. It'd be very bad for the eyes.
Haven't thought of that. There are no curtains there at all. Maybe he reads in the afternoon?
What's more important, having a desk with an air of authority, or having eyes that work?
I can say I've never considered it. After all, my little office barely has any light to speak of. It definitely doesn't have any authority either. Okay. Alright, looks like we got him all. Let's just,
not keep Lord waiting.
So, yeah, I'm dying. Can I please have a lawyer? I'm not trying to guilt you, but it's true. I actually came here today to ask you for your permission.
Go on.
6 months ago, my right to work in court as a lawyer was revoked. I was told to spend my time studying. Obviously, I'm very sorry for what happened. But the thing is, it made me understand what it really means to defend somebody under the rules of foreign justice system. And I desperately want to have another go. Please, permit me to enter the courtroom again.
Mr. Naruhodo.
Yeah.
Here it comes, the big fat no.
I'm sure you haven't forgotten your position here, have you? At best, you are a substitute for your compatriot. That was never your intended role.
Ouch. Could have just said no. That's true. The Japanese government actually sent my best friend to study. Not me. Should have been Kazuma. He was so determined to bring change to our justice system at home. That was his calling. In case you forgot, let's just flash back 1,000 times. It's that tragic accident hadn't happened. I wouldn't be here in this office right now. Well, it did. So let's make the most of it. Come on. Mr. Asogi is my best friend, you see. That's why I can't leave it unfinished. I have to fulfill his calling for me.
His calling, you say? Has it never occurred to you that perhaps you know nothing of his true calling?
I think I know better than you. What the frick? I can't say that, but what the?
The mission which that young lawyer student was charged. What do you suppose it really was?
to, you know, it's like a foreign exchange program. We send one and you, like, isn't that, doesn't make any sense. What the mission is just to, like, you know, teach Japan about what it's like in London, right? I'm wrong?
Oh, never mind. I've read all the reports you've submitted over the past 6 months. You did. It's clear to me that you regret your actions and have been studiously obeying your revised instructions.
Do you mean?
Yes. As of this moment, I reinstate your license to practice law.
Hey! Okay. Thank you so much. I don't know, the violins are making it seem kind of like it's a bad thing, though. I don't know why.
That's wonderful news, Bruno. Yay!
In fact, I believe I'm the perfect case to mark your comeback. A curious affair. You'll consider it, I hope.
Of course. Please tell me more. I can't believe it. We got a job.
Will it end up like McGill did, though? Ew.
You described it as a curious affair, sir?
Yes, that's right. I believe it was reported in the press. As you're aware, there was a serious accident at the Great Exhibition yesterday.
Yeah, I guess one of those fake experiments went awry.
I read about it. A professor from Germany tried to carry out a crazy experiment. Let me see. How was it described? Super high voltage, instantaneous kinesis, I believe.
Kinesis. Instantaneous. As in moving things, the click of a finger.
That's right. It's just what my herbal blend needs. A dash of devil may care.
Right. What are you putting in these teas? Whatever the serious accident was exactly, it's clearly captured Iris's imagination. Despite how macabre it probably is.
It's an unfortunate business. A large explosion engulfed the public experiment stage, and a man lost his life. A certain Mr. JohneAwesome.
JohneAwesome. I don't really get the pun there.
An inventor and a well-known figure in society.
If it's not a pun, it might be a character from Sherlock Holmes, but... A large explosion. Don't tell me I have to defend this guy.
Oh, a man died, did he? That's too bad.
I guess she didn't know. I mean, she didn't watch the opening.
The man responsible for the experiment was Professor Albert Harebrain. He was detained immediately after the incident and is due to appear in court tomorrow on the charge of murder.
Oh, a murder. Gee.
You intend to take on his defense. You should hurry to meet him at the prison. There is very little time left for you to carry out any kind of investigation.
Great. Just like last time. A scientific experiment gone wrong and murder. I feel out of my depth before I've even started. It is a bit exciting, though. I mean, I know the guy died, but he's not real, so yeah.
We should go to the prison straight away then. And try to meet with the German professor, don't you think?
Definitely. I guess the exhibition will have to wait. Sorry, Iris.
And yes, one more thing about the case. There's a connection with our mutual acquaintance, the Reaper.
What? How? Oh, you're not gonna tell me? Forensic Science Symposium. Let's just get on with that.
Oh, you want the elevator speech of it, do you? All sorts of conferences have been taking place around the world to coincide with the Great Exhibition. And next month, the largest and most important of them will take place at last.
Bigger than this one? How?
The International Forensic Science Symposium.
It seems as though a criminal investigation needs to embrace scientific methods, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Oh, those pigeons. You're scaring them. Oh well.
The London epicenter of culture, science, and wealth now has a population exceeding 6 million. Sadly, crime in the capital is growing at a similarly startling rate, so it's imperative that we use the latest scientific methods to investigate and resolve cases as efficiently as possible.
True. But maybe you should kind of start with, like, you know, the way your cops, like, they have to walk a really, like, the beat is like, I don't know. I'm sure you're on top of that. Which is known as a forensic science, isn't it?
Exactly! The future of policing.
There go those pigeons again. Oh, goodness. How many are up there?
Regrettably, however, Britain is currently dragging its feet when it comes to adopting forensic methods.
That's alarming.
Exactly! More pigeons!
Actually, now I'm thinking about it, they might be doves. They're white birds. It's too far to say.
It's extremely alarming, the British. Seriously, no fingerprints? What are we doing? Come on!
I agree, but
If I were Her Majesty's Attorney General, you can be sure the number of crimes committed and resolved in London will be very different to the current figures. And I can cite 12 solid arguments and 223 individual reasons to support my claim.
yo, I believe you. You're very passionate about this.
By way of apology for keeping you waiting earlier, I shall detail every single one.
No, that's okay. You're a very busy man. I think we'll go.
Fascinating. But
It all began 15 years ago. I was...
What? Oh no, Naruhodo succumbed to Dot's poisoning. Oh no, they're back! Is that the only time that has happened in the franchise? I think so.
And that more or less sums up the feelings of the matter. In the simplest of terms, essentially to formally establish a forensic investigation division with Scotland Yard. That is my mission.
Hey, big guy, hope it works out. Don't care, though. That's wonderful, to put it plainly.
Exactly. Wonderful is precisely what it will be.
I just got bored. I'm gonna do some reading.
He's got her nose in another book now. I was kind of like that. Just like, well, this is boring. I'm gonna do this.
Is it over? Did you learn anything useful?
No, I'll be honest. He's surprisingly ardent about forensic science. Well, toodles. See ya. Time to go to jail. Whoop, whoop. Or, I guess prison. Why do I always mix up those two? Prison, jail. A prison is when you're in a short time. I should have assumed you were harebrained now that I think about it. The warden said cell 11. That's this one.
There's someone curled up in a ball in the back corner. Look.
He's not a caged animal, Iris. What's his name again? Albert Harebrain, was it? Excuse me, Professor Harebrain. I did not think of a voice for this guy. He already sort of had a voice in the opening cutscene, but goodness, that was a 30 minutes ago. Can't make him sound like Hubert Farnsworth, can I?
Who are you?
That's close, I guess.
I'm reading. Oh, lawyer! Hey, David!
Is it something I said?
Ah, a lawyer, you say? Huh, would you be here to, about the experiment? Are you going to defend my hypothesis?
No, I'm here to defend you.
Yesterday's demonstration! That demonstration was, the demonstration was magnificent. It was an all-out success. I had it with calculations. It's my bad. No one listens. No lawyer believes in the science. When it's explained, they all leave at high philosophy. Yeah.
It doesn't work for him. He's actually, I don't think he's that nerdy. Looks kind of, I don't know. Looks like he actually takes care of himself rather well. I guess keep maintaining an afro is kind of easy though, right? Now's probably not a good time to mention that your zeal made my concentration leave for a while. I tend to just trail off sometimes. Yo, his theme is banging too. Science theme. Science theme. Alright, let's go. So, tell me about this demonstration, big guy. You mentioned the demonstration yesterday. And how'd that go? I guess not great.
The papers called it a spectacular failure. And a man died, didn't he?
Yes. You could interpret the results that way if you really wanted to. Well, I suppose in the strictest sense, the experiment was a failure. At the time, it was a great success.
You lost me.
I saw with my own eyes, right there in the front of me, Mr. Asman was spontaneously disassembled. But that until everything was going exactly as my calculations predicted. At this point, he should have been beamed to the Crystal Tower by instantaneous kinesis. However, the machine exploded as Mr. Asman, in fact...
Wait, but then the machine exploded, right?
Yes, I can't deny the part of the experiment was failure.
So you're really saying is the large explosion that killed Mr. Asman was an accident, right?
But the bigwigs had you arrested on suspicion of murder.
That would mean you had a reason to kill him, or a motive, right?
I was responsible for a man's death. That is the immutable truth here. And for that, I wish to be punished. At once. But... murder? Never in a million years. It was an accident, simply an accident.
I see. Yeah, I mean, did you know the guy? I mean...
Hurley and I were talking this morning, you know. He said the situation would change completely depending on whether it was treated as an accident or a murder.
How exactly? I guess the sentencing?
Well, it really was an accident. The professor's machine would be kept in protective custody.
On what grounds? I mean, I know he probably doesn't want that, but come on, man, jail time's no good.
Ah, yes, it's newly established here in Britain, the Special Disposition of Scientific Equipments Act.
What? That seems like made up for the trial, but I have a feeling it's not. Because that's usually how they go writing about these scenarios, you know?
In the case that treated as murder, then they'll say my machine was
The murder weapon, and they'll be able to pour over it as much as they like. If they examine it in detail, they'll find out how it's made, and they'll be able to copy my idea. My precise hypothesis will be stolen. The machine must be protected from that at all costs.
Even at the cost of your life in prison?
That's why the imperative of this whole incident is shown to be an accident in tomorrow's trial.
I see. Yes, I will try to get you the best outcome. I mean, I'll just follow the evidence and such. So tell me about this kinesis. You don't gotta tell me your trade secrets. I just, we need a foundation here. So in short, there was a terrible accident at the Great Exhibition yesterday.
Yes! Or rather, no. The devil is in the details. Strictly speaking, there was a terrible explosion.
Sounds the same to me. I don't really, I can see why you're in here.
You were demonstrating super high voltage instantaneous kinesis, weren't you? How very fascinating.
Humans, like all matter, are made of particles that are held together by electronic bonds. So it must be possible using a sufficiently high voltage to break those bonds and beam the particle through space and time. That's it in a nutshell. That's my idea, you see. That's my amazing hypothesis.
That's unimaginably high-level science. My God, couldn't you just make the microwave or something, dude?
But would dare to imagine it. Dare to dream of such incredible technology. Just think, one moment I could be in this cell, and the next I could be in the Great Exhibition again.
Yeah, that would be neat, but...
And the next, in the mere blink of an eye, I could be at a great partisan theater. The possibilities are endless. The whole of our vast planet will be within reach.
I don't know. It could cause a lot of issues. Imagine a traffic jam with that technology. There's no more hiding in wardrobes so Rocky sees for 50 days. Huh.
I do see it like that. I don't really see it like that.
What do you mean, Iris?
Well, if you could travel anywhere in the world instantly, the planet would be really seem vast anymore, would it? I think it'd feel like it shrunk.
My word, that's exactly right.
What are the implications? What does this mean? Shouldn't you know this? He's silent!
That got Professor Bunnybrain really worried by the look of it.
Clearly, this is yet another case of just because you can doesn't mean you should.
The point is, my calculations are flawless. The science works. But without a practical demonstration, it's nothing. That's always a fly in the ointment.
Did you do your initial test run, like, here? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of bad.
Because practical demonstration costs lots of money. Money that young scientists like you don't have.
Oh, he's supposed to be young?
That's exactly it, yes.
Hurley's always complaining about it. He says the government should invest more into science.
Well, I'm bumped into him at the right time. I met a well-known investor, Mr. Altman.
The victim who died. He was an inventor, or investor, not an inventor. Okay. What, like, tell me more about him. Like, for real. The full name of the man who died was JohneAwesome, wasn't it? What exactly is your relationship with the man?
Well, he first visited me in the laboratory in Germany about a year ago. He said he wanted to invest in my immaculate hypothesis, and I thanks my lucky stars.
Oh, so you haven't really known each other until then. I see.
Money from scientific research. I'm so envious.
Sounds sarcastic.
As far as I'm concerned, the man was an angel.
And now he's a fallen angel, is it?
An archangel, even.
Okay. A lot of seraphs and angels being talked about recently.
He was prepared to fund a practical demonstration of my hypothesis for a presentation at the Great Exhibition. And if that went well, I could accept additional financial support from my research with the British government. Mr. Admin provided me with money and an exceptional engineer.
They're an engineer, huh?
He built the machine to my precise specifications.
But then, your dreams are blown to dust in one enormous blast.
Yeah. As you can see, I owe everything to Admin.
And now he's dead? Jesus. That's dark.
I would never, ever thought of taking the man's life.
Right, there's not really a motive. At least not at present. Seems genuine enough. I don't think he's lying. Weird. Well, alright, whatever. I'm out of here. Do I have anything else to, like, talk to him about? Hey, hey, look like I could give you some reading material. No, I think it's good. Alright, well, F this. Can we go... We can't go to the Great Exhibition yet. What? Are we actually supposed to give him the new reading material? I guess that makes sense.
Not good as it happened.
You must feel awful. As well as a man losing his life, the Crystal Tower was greatly damaged. No!
I know what happened. It must have been that.
That?
The day before the demonstration, I had my usual meal of Frankfurters at the hotel restaurant.
Yeah, it's supposed to be German. You want to hear my German accent, let me tell you, so... This is as good as you're gonna get.
When I paid the bill, they gave me 3 shillings too much to change. But instead of saying anything, I just slipped the coins into my pocket. They're still there now.
You think it's karmic retribution?
Divine retribution to be more precise, but the wrongdoing, that's what this is.
For a scientist, he seems he has illogical anecdotes as well. Long and illogical. That ain't gonna say anywhere? Are you for real? Dude. I guess it's somewhere else, but where have we not been? I mean, we haven't been here, that is true.
Not a lot to do here, is there?
Yeah, there's really not. Crap. Hey, buddy, want to read the newspaper? That reminds me. Have you seen this, my lord? Oh, the report of the overwhelming success of the Great Exhibition of... No, on the back, sir. What story? Yeah, I almost forgot to ask you about this. What is Van Zeek's condition? You've enjoyed some victories in court against my #1 prosecutor, have you? I wouldn't say enjoyed. I mean, they were pretty fun, but I don't think Naruto thinks that.
Poor Mr. Reaper. What happened to him? He hasn't killed, was he?
There's no need for concern. Lord Van Zeeks would not be so easily dispatched, I assure you.
Can you tell us what happened then? I'd really love to know.
Very well. If it interests you...
It does, strangely. I feel like this is just for certain fans of Ace Attorney, but I'll hold my tongue. Lord Van Zeek's condition.
Fortunately, He emerged from the attack unscathed. Street ruffians are no match for that man. He's a very capable fighter.
That's incredible. They were armed with guns. Why was he attacked, though? Do we know?
It related to events that occurred a month ago. A leader of one of the capital's criminal organizations was indicted and prosecuted by Lord Van Zieks. But the man was acquitted. I've no doubt large sums of money were involved behind the scenes.
Large sums, you say?
A deplorable situation. Members of the jury were bribed, it seems. However, despite winning his freedom, the man in question met a dramatic end yesterday.
You're not suggesting that was the work of the Reaper? The experiment going awry was the work of the Reaper?
The victim's henchmen certainly seemed to think so. He was a man by the name of Osmond. Odie Osmond, you're messing with me!
That's the man who died in the big explosion. Wow.
Knowing publicly, as an investor, he, in reality, was a significant criminal organization head.
Unbelievable. Well, this guy from like, okay, whatever. Could I ask you something, Lord Strongheart?
Try me.
Why would you use Lord Van Zieks as a prosecutor? All the criminals who managed to get off in court meet a mysterious end in the courtroom. And fearful of the fate, they seem to strike at Lord Van Zieks first. And there's no evidence that he actually is the Reaper in that sense, but still, something's clearly going on here. Is no one investigating these murders? Like,
I have Van Zieks' work for the prosecution service for 2 reasons. Firstly, the man is the best prosecutor in the capital, bar none. And secondly, any deaths of criminals that have occurred outside the courtroom following his trial are nothing to do with him.
That doesn't make any sense. How do you explain so many people dying by someone's hand, if not by his?
Van Zieks may have earnest himself with the moniker of the Reaper, but he is no killer.
How can you be so sure?
So he will continue to prosecute on behalf of the Crown. Unless he wishes otherwise, of course.
I mean, yeah, after this, he might be like,
I really did care for the sport, didn't I?
Alright, that's all I got.
I must be leaving for my next engagement. I'm already 11 hours and 16 minutes late. My colleagues must be starting to fidget.
Starting to fidget? 11 hours. That's quite something. The meeting had already started when I arrived for the engagement with you. You really shouldn't have stopped to have that conversation.
So lateness was inevitable. Time stops for no man.
I'm sure it stopped for me during those 12 solid arguments and 223 reasons. Where could I find Lord Van Zieks now, sir? The hospital?
I would assume he's at his office.
Right, I'll go ask him about the attack in person. His office, though,
Away with you now. I'm leaving Professor Hairbrain's defense entirely in your hands.
You don't look too happy about it. Of course, sir. Thank you very much. Ew. So, we finally have a connection. Hairbrain. Oh, I really want to go to the prosecutor's office. That sounds awesome, but we clearly got to ask Hairbrain about this, right? Is there anything else you have? Nope. Friggin'. We didn't get any new evidence. Okay, my bad. Okay, we're going to the prosecutor's office anyways. What's it gonna look like? That's about what I figured. Awful lot of sunlight, though. Just saying. Kind of reminds me of somebody. Huh.
This the legendary Reaper's office?
Appears so.
Ugh. It sends a chill down your spine, doesn't it? What an amazing, deathly atmosphere.
Oh, is that... What? The hooded figure was so still, I hadn't noticed his or her presence. Hi there. I don't know what voice to do.
What are you doing here?
Oh, that's him. Yep, hi. Hey, man. He's as unwelcoming as I thought he'd be. Dang, you recovered fast. Actually, maybe even more so. I mean, we're in his, like, private dwelling, basically. I'm glad you're doing well.
I am.
So who's the person over there? Are they punished or something for talking in class?
No punishment is taking place here.
Oh, cool. They're just, I guess, I don't know.
That's my apprentice. And he's sitting there on his own free will.
Didn't know you had an apprentice. Van Zeeks? I guess that's who that is. For some reason, I thought that was the attacker. Huh. A mask, though? Really? Must be the same person who's pictured in the newspaper. Gotcha.
He's very able in combat. And requisite skill for anyone under my tutelage.
Are you referring to the attack of the Reaper that was reported in the bay? Well, I mean, it's pretty effing obvious who the freaking is killing these people. Zeeks has had an accomplice for freaking ever.
The Reaper? I'd be interested to know the Reaper's true identity myself. Assuming that is, such a fabled fiend genuinely inhabits our great courtrooms.
I'm pretty sure he does, man. Like, come on. So, the Reaper's identity. Is the Reaper in the room with us right now, Lord Van Zeeks? What do you mean what you said before? I'd like to know the Reaper's true identity. Does that mean you don't know?
I'm a crown prosecutor and a mortal like any other. I'm no demigod.
Not yet, anyway. But they all died, haven't they? People you prosecuted. Whether or not the trial ended in conviction or acquittal.
Those I prosecuted the vilest wretches of our society. People who, without question, deserve to be found guilty. The world is a better place without them.
But that's not true of Mr. Natsumi, for example. He wasn't a vile wretch at all.
Nat was Guinea. In fact, she's ever so hardworking now.
Really? I wonder what Gina's up to.
Can't deny that since I encountered you, things have taken a turn. But the point is this. If any of those vile wretches that escaped justice subsequently died in mysterious circumstances, it was at the hand of their own kind, and not my work.
The game is just straight up saying, nope, didn't do it. Strongheart saying, nope, didn't do it. I assume the final trial is going to be yes, pointing to him being the true persecutor. You know, McGilded's murder. He believes you're not involved in any of this. Isn't that grand?
But you were attacked by those ruffians because they believe it's true.
The fact is, since people started calling me the Reaper of the Bailey, the number of serious crimes in the capital has dropped substantially.
So you're a deterrent, eh?
It appears that even the most hardened criminals can be made fearful for their lives.
So, do you mean to say?
I mean to say that if my pseudonym serves a useful purpose, I adopt it gladly and with honor.
But it's putting you in danger. You could get killed. I mean, I guess he is a civil servant in his own eyes.
If that is my fate, let God decide.
Oh, come on. Van Zeeks. I mean, it's not like... you know, it's like, what's he gonna do about it? He can't change people's opinion. If he's truly innocent, what's he gonna do? Stop it? He literally can't. Yet again, Deadly's out of order. My God, I'm sorry. Laura Strongheart said the assault last night was some sort of revenge attack.
True, carried out by henchmen of JohneAwesome criminal organization. The investigator meant their arrests were imminent. Presumably some hope to kill me before that happened.
JohneAwesome.
So as masquerade as one of London's most powerful financiers, a global investor.
Why was he free to go yesterday at the exhibit? That's weird.
But his erroneous wealth came to him by underhanded means via criminal activities.
Taking the easy way.
He used the money to buy himself a verdict of not guilt.
Oh, that's why he was said to go free. Right, my bad.
He found himself in court, didn't he? Being prosecuted by you, Mr. Reaper.
But the man got his comeuppance in the end. Yesterday, in fact, in extraordinary circumstances, it was a most unusual cause of death.
I know about that. It was a super high voltage kinesis thingamajig, right? Mr. Asman died when the demonstration, the public exhibition stage ended in an enormous explosion. You are correct. And you think I have some kind of divine ability to cause an accident like that to happen? He's got us there. Huh, does seem a little far-fetched, even for me. This man really is the fabled Reaper. And has he be innocent of this particular death, at least? That's almost too convenient.
It's strange how this has worked out, isn't it, Bruno? I mean, what were you taking the professor's defense in the trial tomorrow?
It's just like It's... What? You're going to defend him? Yeah, that's right. I barely know the man's name yet, to be honest. Oh, we shouldn't have said that.
Albert. Albert Hairbrain.
Yep. Do you know him by chance?
Of course. He's a contemporary of mine. We were at university together.
What? You're...
What? What? You what? Your buddies? Your buddy just killed a man?
I didn't understand that Professor Hairbrain was from Germany, though. So you studied in Germany? Just like Edgeworth. No, Edgeworth's supposed to be British. Never mind, it doesn't work.
Hairbrain's from a respectable British family. After graduating from the University of London, he moved to Germany to carry out research, that's all.
So you're students together. That's it.
It was in the Faculty of Law, of course. And he and science, our paths rarely crossed. But curiously, we got along. Though I've not met him since my university days.
It's like crazy to think. Now we're getting Van Ziek's lore. He is a man after all. He has chums and allies too. He's also got a roommate who's just, I don't know, in timeout or meditating or something.
I certainly didn't expect our next encounter to take this form. And with you of all people, representing him.
If only I made it out of this office alive. He actually has been charged with murder, it seems.
Yes, I know. Because the prosecution will be handled by me.
What? Is that not a conflict of interest? What? You made it sound as if you and the professor have been friends. You're gonna try the man?
We are friends, it's true.
Then why would you do this? I mean, I guess he loves the law more.
If the Reaper and the prosecution, there's nothing anyone can do to save him. He's doomed. Right? Like,
what's Lord Van Ziek's thinking? So what the... Okay, now we have something to freaking... I mean, we still have no evidence, so... I guess we could still just try and talk to Hairbrain. No, nothing came up on the bottom screen. Dump! What the dump? Would you like to see the newspaper?
Yes, it seems it was reported nearby when the little skirmish took place. I have no idea I've been photographed. It was careless of me.
Careless? I mean, you're in public.
It looks as though it was taken after the people who attacked you ran away, though.
Rest assured, the police have already apprehended every last one of them.
There's someone else fighting alongside you, it seems. A right-hand man? Or woman. Could be a girl. Heck, could be Gina. No, I think a little too tall to be Gina. He's sitting over there as we speak, isn't it? I mean, similar height to Van Ziek's.
As I mentioned already, he's my apprentice.
Okay, he. Perhaps you could tell us a little more about your apprentice.
Perhaps you should leave!
No, he actually will. Wow, he'll cooperate. Oh, okay, Van Ziek, you're warming up. The neighborhood of charm style ain't working.
He's in my tutelage to become a prosecutor. So you could say he's my apprentice, I suppose.
Ah, like you are to Hurley then, Bruno.
I don't remember taking an apprenticeship with the great detective, but I guess you could see it that way.
He's currently compiling a report about last night's attack.
It looks like he's wearing some kind of mask?
No, Lord Strongheart's orders. Nobody knows the man's face. Or indeed his identity.
Not even you? Why would you agree to take on such a clearly suspicious individual?
Long Strongheart's orders. Again. It's not one for meaningless follies. There'll be a great reason for his actions.
I hope you're right. Oh, hi. Yo. God, they're kind of spooky.
The task is complete. Good. In that case, you can collate all the briefs.
Something about that crow mask. I don't know. Ugh. That's what the... Nice to meet you. Ready then. Yeah, that's the killer. It's gotta be. I guess they're a studious one. That was really strange, though. Never met the man before. Didn't even know he existed, and yet somehow didn't feel like our first...
Don't bother trying to converse with him. He says nothing to anybody from outside this office. Lord Strongheart has strictly forbidden it.
So Lord Strongheart's behind this?
Why are you so interested in my apprentice anyway?
No reason. I'm sorry. You've stood there so casually, yet with that flawless posture. The way he stood. It couldn't be. Okay, so the game is... That doesn't make any sense, though. It can't be you-know-who. Okay, in case I'm wrong. Like, it can't be, right? How the dump? How the... Wait, oh. Didn't realize we gotta see, other people here. JohneAwesome. And the masked man. He has an air of complete unassailableness. Okay.
There's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
That Nepalese man. Is he faring well?
Soseki-san?
The one arrested twice. The mustache and the jitters.
Yes. Him, you mean?
I'm not sure he's been very pleased to find out you identified him in that list, Runo.
But, yeah, he's... I received a letter from him via mail the other day.
I see.
Wait, is this him actually concerned? Like, dude, what the dump?
Well, I think we can end our discussion there, don't you? There's no time left before tomorrow's trial. I advise you spend it investigating the case.
Thanks for the advice. And for the conversation. You were surprisingly not very racist today. I thank you for that. Can't believe he asked about Soseki-san after... Yeah, he's concerned about a Nipponese guy. I mean, a Japanese dude. I'm not sure whether to feel happy or worried about that. Would that not indicate he starts to believe this Reaper nonsense?
Never imagined Mr. Reaper would be friends with a mad scientist, do you? That's a turnip for the books.
Mad scientist. Hairbrain. Worth quizzing in the... Finally. I was about to say, like, there's no way we would not have the option to be like, hey, bet your old college roommate. Also, I'm glad I didn't instinctively do a German accent. Oh, wow, it's right there. What the... Was it always there? No, I can't remember. I don't think it'd be. I understand you and Lord Zeeks were friends back in university, weren't you?
Yes. That's right, he was studying law while I was studying the sciences.
What was he like back then?
Good question. Unassuming, gentlemanly, and all around nice fellow, really.
Huh. I don't believe you. I think you misheard me. I'm talking about the cold-hearted, merciless prosecutor, Baron von Zeeks. What was he like when he was at university?
I mean, talk about a leading question, Runo. You really... What do you expect him to say?
As I said, an unassuming and extremely pleasant gentleman. After all, he is the little darling of the Van Zeeks family, with a great aristocratic origins.
I didn't realize he was quite such noble blood.
Wait, little darling? So he's the youngest?
A brief shock when he came back to Britain, and I learned what he'd become. The Reaper of the Bailey, no less.
Yeah, how do you feel about that, dude?
I did hear, though, that there was a very big event in his life that completely changed the man forever after graduation.
Oh my god, backstory, here it comes. What sort of event?
I was not even... I'm sorry. I don't know anymore. I wasn't in the country at the time, and I was in Germany already.
Right, of course, you wouldn't hear. If he's heard all about the Reaper, I really don't have the heart to tell him that Lord Van Zeeks will be the prosecutor tomorrow. Don't know how he would take that. Oh my god, can we go? Can we go to the Great Exhibition? I'm dying. I'm dying to go there. Let me just make absolutely sure I've understood you properly, Professor. The huge explosion that occurred yesterday was an accident, you're saying. You had no intent to harm the victim, who is in fact a sole investor in your work. Is that right?
I'm correct as 2 squares is 4, I swear it. Yes, it's true the man perished in a machine of my own invention. So I know I'm far from blameless in all this, but still, I would never use my discoveries, my inventions, to make a person's life, to take a person's life, not in a centillion years. I'm a man of science, and I believe in me, please. Do you believe me? Do you believe in my hypothesis?
Oh my god, what is this theme?
Science is the pursuit of truth, you know. I've always believed that all my life.
I'm afraid I don't know much about science, or your theories, but I do believe you, and I will fight to prove your innocence with all my might. I'm a man of the law. It's all I know. You have to believe me, please.
Huh. Well, I went to live in Germany after I graduated and learned something very important. Nationality, class, and lineage, none of that matters. As long as you try your hardest, you can achieve anything.
He's spitting facts, man. Spitting facts. If you're an able-bodied person, you got food in your tummy, come on, rock it. But I mean, you know, if you have a lot of... well, anyway. Thank you for that, Professor.
Thank you in advance for defending me tomorrow in the court.
All right, Bruno. It's time for the Great Exhibition! Yay!
Oh, sorry?
Well, that's where the incident happened, hasn't it?
I suppose that's true. Time to investigate. At last! At last! We get to go to the Great Exhibit! Oh, I'm just dying to see it. Sorry, I hesitated. I was just spacing out. Like, I went prematurely end the episode right before we saw the Great Exhibition. You know?